Hello, everybody, and welcome into another Flyers news and rumors here at the Hockey Writers. I'm your host, Matthew Zator, and as always, joined in by Justin Giampietro. Justin, how's it going?
I'm good. The Flyers have some time to think about their last loss, 5-1 blowout, and they don't play until Thursday. So still a little while away as we're recording this.
Yeah, so they have some time to kind of recover from their latest loss. But, I mean, they did make a trade. I mean, not a big trade. It's not massive. It is an AHL type trade. Flyers get Maxence Guenette from the Senators for Dennis Gilbert. Guenette's 24 years old. He's got some potential. He's a restricted free agent right now. So, I mean, the Flyers would have to sign him if he's going to play with the Flyers. But any thoughts on this? It's a pretty minor trade, but still a young player coming back for the Flyers.
Well, yeah, definitely a minor league move. But what was interesting to me is that they're getting a right-handed defenseman, and they have acquired a few. I wouldn't say acquired, but a lot of right-handed D coming back from injury. They traded for Christian Kyrou recently. Ethan Sampson just returned for the Phantoms, another right-handed D, promising young prospect. And they're going to get Oliver Bach back soon. He's back to skating. So I'm just curious why they went after a right-handed D, because I feel like they're pretty strong there and they're only getting stronger. And that's just going to be maybe a logjam, but we'll see what they do there.
Yeah, I mean, you had another right hand. I mean, you always need those type of defensemen, and they always say right-hand defense are rare. I mean, it seems like there's a lot more in the draft lately. Maybe they're not as rare lately, at least. But yeah, we'll see what happens with him. He's probably going to spend a lot of this season in the minors once they do sign him, because I think if you're trading for him, they're going to sign him. I mean, you're not going to just get a guy just to leave him unsigned, but we'll see where that goes with him. Moving on to another young defenseman, and that's Emil Andrae. He's starting to earn his spot in the Flyers lineup so far this season. Still 23 years old. Again, really young guy. Probably set to be a future piece of this blue line. What have you seen from him so far this season?
So his last game against Dallas, that was really his only negative from this season, but it was kind of a negative for everybody. So I think that kind of offsets. But he's really the only bottom pairing defenseman on the entire team right now that you can be confident putting him in the lineup. And he's starting to, again, earn that spot for Rick Tocchet, who doesn't, from my knowledge, ordinarily go with those really small guys. He's only 5'9". He does pack a punch, but he is, again, only 5'9". He's one of the smallest players, let alone defensemen, in the entire NHL. So he's always going to have to earn that trust. It's never going to be given to him. And I think he's earning it right now. He interestingly played really well with Ristolainen last season. The numbers were very good. The eye test was very good. But he eventually got sent down to the Phantoms. So we'll see what they do there. If they lean Noah Juulsen, who's played every game with the Flyers so far, once Ristolainen comes back, that's going to be kind of a thing to look out for, what they do, because they've had so many defensemen in that bottom pair, from Ginning to Zamula to Andre to Juulsen. It's been a lot of guys. And when you put Ristolainen in there, who is going to be in the lineup every single game, you can be sure of that. There's only one spot left, and we'll see who wins it. But Andre, he's making a case for himself, even though he is smaller and he is younger. Maybe he's there the full season.
With Tocchet, it's not always for sure thing that these guys are going to stay in the lineup. If I was a betting man, I'd probably say Juulsen stays over him, just from what my experience with Tocchet and him. It seems like he loves that guy. Who knows why, but it's looking like the same thing in Philadelphia. He's played every game, like you said. He hasn't been out of the lineup, so it seems like he's a favorite of Tocchet again, even against another team. All right, moving to the AHL and prospects. These in the next few things we're going to talk about prospects here, and we talked about him. I know Denver Barkey. We did. These two guys, Barkey and Bump, have had really good chemistry down with the Phantoms, and again, hopefully that maybe translates to the NHL at some point. But what have you seen for chemistry down there for these two prospects?
It's been really good recently, even though they were held off the score sheet in their last game. Both of them still combined, they have 14 points in their last 5 games, which, I mean, for two rookies just entering the AHL, that's very good. Alex Bump is tied for 3rd in AHL scoring among rookies. He is 1 point behind first place, and he's trending up. I wouldn't say he started off the season slow, but he wasn't scoring a lot of points back then. Now he is, and the same can be said for Barkey. He's right up there. He's tied for 9th in rookie scoring, point scoring. And specifically them together, they have played really, really well. They are hooking up on passes. They've just looked phenomenal together. And there's always going to be the question, do the Flyers send them up? Because their 4th line hasn't been very good this season, and they could use a spark. But you look at a guy like Nikita Gurbenkin, who played really well in training camp and preseason, and he's not getting minutes over someone like Delorier, who plays 5, 6, 7 minutes when he is in the lineup, kind of just to fight, really. If Gurbenkin's not getting minutes, I can't imagine either of these two do. So I think they should stay in the AHL for now, but they are playing really good hockey, and they are leading a really good Phantoms team, one of the best starts that they've had since going to Lehigh Valley ever. And it's good to see. And I personally want to see them continue to be there and do their thing and establish more chemistry and build up those good pro habits. But it's been very good so far, and it's been exciting, genuinely exciting to watch, as opposed to some of the Flyers' recent games, which have been kind of boring. You get blown out 5-1. So it's a real positive thing for the Flyers to have.
I was just about to say they're probably funner, a little more exciting to watch than the Flyers right now, for sure. So it's good at least one team is doing having some excitement for the fans to watch. So if you haven't watched the Phantoms yet, maybe take a look and watch them right now, for sure. All right, well, looking at some other prospects, and Jett Luchanko, who did start the season with Philadelphia, played 4 games, was sent back to the OHL, and he is on fire. He's got 11 points in 7 games, 2 goals, 9 assists. Really, I mean, he was really good in the OHL last time he was there too. But, I mean, he's back there and has already gotten off to a great start. So what did you see from Luchanko, who's, I guess, hopefully next season he's going to be a full-time NHLer, but right now he could even have a chance at the World Junior team.
Yeah, I would say he's been a lot more impactful this season. Point pace is a lot better. Last season, I believe he was 33rd in points per game for OHL players, which is good, but this is a first-round pick, borderline early first-round pick, kind of in that mid-early range. But whatever you want to call it, he was a 13th overall pick, and he wasn't that high in point scoring. Now he's doing a little better, and I think the eye test kind of backs it up. He has been genuinely good for a surprisingly good Guelph Storm team. I didn't expect them to be good this season. Maybe I didn't have enough knowledge entering the year, but they look pretty good, honestly. And he's been the guy. He's been first of all, his zone entries it's amazing to watch him enter the offensive zone. He is automatic, and he really does it in such an exciting fashion. Usually it's not a very exciting play entering the offensive zone, but he's fighting through contact. He is beating 3-4 defenders. Again, he's really polished himself into a play driver, which I wouldn't say was the case in previous seasons, but he's looked good, and he's creating offense, which you'd like to see, because he wasn't necessarily doing that in the NHL. Granted, it was a 4th line role, closer to depth role. He was going in and out of the lineup. Hard to do anything there. But he's been great in the OHL and some good signs, I guess. So we'll see what his future is like in the NHL. I would imagine he is with the team full time next season. Maybe he's in the AHL because that option, it will be open for him. So it's possible that he goes there. But I do think he's got a pro-ready game. That's clear. The Flyers see that out of him. He wouldn't have started in the NHL at 18 and 19 years old if they didn't think he was pro-ready. So I do think he's close. I don't know if he's going to be in the NHL full-time, but I do think he's close to that.
Yeah, we hope so, especially such a high draft pick, right? And again, he's supposed to be probably one of your big future pieces of this team. And I mean, they've got a few other guys, of course, Porter Martone being the biggest one coming up here. But yeah, Luchanko, I think, is still going to end up being one part of this core. Whether Rick Tockett's coaching this core or not, we'll see. But it is a good step forward for him. And we'll see if he's in the NHL next season beyond 4 or 5 games that he has only done in the last 2 seasons. So we'll see on that. But yeah, we'll see how the Flyers do over the next week or so. Maybe they'll, 5-1 loss. Hopefully they bounce back and come maybe play a bit better. And they have had stretches where they've looked good, but got to get some consistency there too. So thanks, Justin, for coming on, talking Flyers as always. Make sure to check out everything at thehogwares.com. We got great articles from Justin and the rest of the Flyers writing team, so check that out. And of course, all their stuff on the Substack newsletter and our other videos on the YouTube channel. But until our next one, we will see you next time.